Hello again. Welcome back to Cafe Conversations, the video project. This is a collaboration between the Guelph Little Theatre and author Marion Reidel. Here is the second scene from the book Cafe Conversations, which has been scripted and performed by the GLT volunteers. We're trying to stay connected with audience members while giving our actors an opportunity to perform in a safe setting. This scene features 3 lifelong friends facing the challenges of aging. Sit back and enjoy listening in on their conversation.
I finally figured out what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you.
You're Superwoman. What are you gals planning on bringing to the church potluck?
I saw a documentary with that Oprah doctor.
Oh, I know the one. He's so handsome. What's his name?
Where's my yellow teapot? Darn it all. Anyway, the doctor's name is not what's important. The thing is...
Dr. Oz. I always remember his name.
How?
Well, I'm Dorothy. Like in The Wizard of Oz, associations help me remember.
That's funny. When I try to associate things, I just get them more mixed up. For example, the contractor Peter and I hired to redo our
Your renovations turned out so nice. I love the tiles you chose.
Thanks. Turquoise is my favorite color.
You were telling us about your contractor.
What? Oh, right. He has the same name as Peter's brother. I kept calling him Frank, but it's the other brother.
Isn't the other brother's name Harvey? Was the contractor Harvey Beckman? He did Elise Watkins' kitchen. Have you seen it? Oh! White, country-style cabinets with Montclair Danby cross-cut marble counters. They have a beautiful deep green vein that coordinates with the glass-like backsplash.
Hey, I was trying to explain how I figured out what's wrong with me. Isn't that more important than Elise Watkins' kitchen?
Sorry, Marg. We're all ears. How did Dr. Oz help you?
Well, I'm glad you asked. This information might be helpful to both of you. It was a very interesting show, all about a new illness called adult onset ADD. Oh, darn it. The yellow one was so much better. Anyways, he went through all the symptoms, and that's what's wrong with me.
What symptoms?
Well, this biggest one is forgetting things.
We all forget things. I think I might take those yummy frozen phyllo appetizers or a tray of cheese and crackers to the potluck on Sunday.
Andrea tells me that I repeat stories. I think I have something new to tell her, and she interrupts and says, "Mom, you already told me that." It's a mystery.
That's what I'm talking about.
The other day, I couldn't remember the name of that actor, the one who played James Bond.
Roger Moore. He's such a dream.
No, the one with the amazing accent.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan. He sounds so classy.
No, the other one. The one from Scotland.
Oh, I know who you mean. He was in a medieval movie, Robin Hood or King Arthur. Oh, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
Yes, that's the guy. He played the captain of a Russian submarine and Harrison Ford's father in Indiana Jones. What's his darn name?
I can hear him now, a smooth Scottish accent. My name's Bond. James Bond.
Is he still alive?
I think so. Don't you hate how men become chiseled with age while our bodies erode?
Sean Connery.
What?
The actor's name. It's Sean Connery.
There's nothing wrong with your memory. I've been trying to recall it all week.
Yes, there is something wrong. If you two would just focus for a minute, I'll explain what I found out. You might find it interesting.
I'm sure we will. But first, maybe I should take some frozen appetizers to the potluck. That assortment of Asian bites from the bulk stores, very popular.
But the store brand is cheaper.
You're right. I'll have to think about it. Oh, you go ahead with your story, Marg. You have our complete attention.
Thank you. Anyways, ADD stands for Attention Deficit Disorder. It usually happens in children. They're restless and they can't pay attention at school. Sometimes they even need medication.
Like Audrey's grandson. I ran into her at the library on Saturday and she had little Joey in tow.
That reminds me, I need to return a book. I never did finish it. I need to write these things down.
Audrey and I stopped to chat for 5 minutes and the child couldn't be still. He pulled her skirt and touched the book display. When he started yanking magazines out of the rack, Audrey said she had to go, and she dragged him, screaming out the door.
Oh dear, that's embarrassing.
Exactly. Lots of kids are distractible. Dr. Oz said the same thing can happen to adults. That's why he calls it early onset adult ADD. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten what you went there for?
Yes.
Or have you gone to the store and couldn't remember what you went there to buy?
I make a list.
Do you misplace your key?
Yes.
And retell stories?
That happens with Andrea all the time. I think I have something new to tell her, and she interrupts, Mom, you already told me that.
Do you forget words, especially names?
Sure. Once.
These are symptoms of adult onset ADD.
I thought it was just part of aging.
Doesn't everyone suffer from memory problems? You know, I think I have a coupon for the bulk food store for those aging appetizers.
Apparently not everyone has these symptoms, and memory problems lead to bigger issues.
Like what?
Like getting lost. I heard Charlie Watson went for a walk last week, got so turned around he couldn't find his own house. He wandered the neighborhood for 2 hours until his dog got hungry and dragged him home.
Dogs can be very smart. I once heard about a dog that could find people buried in an avalanche. It could hear them or smell them or something.
June said Charlie had a real scare. He thought he was losing his mind. Imagine getting lost in your own neighborhood. Oh, that reminds me. June makes an excellent Caesar salad. I wonder if she's bringing that to the potluck.
Ladies, that's what I'm talking about. Dr. Oz says adults with ADD miss appointments, are late for work, they're forgetful and distracted. They cause more car accidents. It's easy for them to get delayed or lost. This is a serious matter.
I make lists. I have a date book that fits into my purse and I write everything down. See here? Each page is a week. I write in my appointments and a to-do list. On today's page, it says, tea with Marg and Dorothy. Conversation Cafe, 3 p.m. And here I am.
Well done. Oh, I noticed you're getting a pedicure on Thursday. Are you going to almost have it?
No, I got a coupon for the new place in the mall. It's one of those jazzy places with massage chairs and bubbling foot baths.
Whoa, sounds nice. Are you going to get your usual pink?
Something more tropical, I think. Perhaps a nice turquoise.
Honestly, you two are killing me.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? What's the matter? The matter is I'm trying to share some important information and you two cannot stay on topic for a minute.
Maybe we're suffering from ADD.
Maybe you are. And so maybe it's even more important that you hear this information.
You go right ahead, sweetie.
It's one thing to get lost walking a dog. Driving a car is even more dangerous. People with ADD become confused. They panic and try to make a turn they missed or change lanes without looking. And the next thing you know, they've caused an accident. Wow. Being a distracted driver is not just about kids using cell phones. Older adults, like us, can be distracted by the confusion in their own minds.
That's worrisome.
Like when Wilbur Barnstaple ran into the back of a fire truck?
Yes! Just like Wilbur Barnstaple. I mean, for goodness sakes, the truck was parked on the side of the road, covered with flashing lights. It's a good thing he didn't kill a firefighter.
I remember that. Midtown Shoes had a fire in the basement. Bad wiring, I think. The next week they had a smoke and water damage sale. Everything more than 50%.
I heard they still made a profit because the insurance paid for the spoiled stock. And they sold it too. Elise Watkins bought 4 pairs of dress shoes, all in specific colors.
Heck with Elise Watkins. Honest to goodness, you two are a trial. We're talking about a serious illness that I'm suffering from. You two admitted you're experiencing memory loss. Clearly, you're easily distracted. You need to be aware of this before it disrupts lives or our relationships. Dr. Oz says doing crosswords and
Sudoku.
What?
You pronounced it incorrectly. It's Sudoku.
What's the difference how the word is said, Dorothy? You're completely missing the point. You know I'm talking about those stupid number puzzles. There's no need to correct me. The point is, if we don't exercise our brains, we'll suffer memory loss and the ability to focus. This is something you need to be worried about because problems escalate. Dr. Oz said the lack of focus leads to impatience because your mind can't settle. Then, this leads to quick tempers, which can be very trying to those around you. It's a serious disorder.
Impatient, so you say.
And quick tempers. I could see how that would put a strain on relationships.
Thank you for sharing this information, Marg.
You're welcome.
Annie, do you know if the cheap Asian appetizers at the grocery store are as good as the bulk food ones?
Thanks for checking out Cafe Conversations as performed by the Guelph Little Theatre. Follow GLT on Facebook or Instagram to keep up to date with our reopening plans. The comedy Swordfish will be the first presentation of our post-pandemic schedule. It's on the stage and ready to go when you are. To enjoy more Cafe Conversations, pick up the book by Marion Reidel. It's available locally at the bookshelf or can be ordered through Amazon. If you'd like to know more about the Guelph Little Theatre, you can find us at guelphlittletheatre.com. We're located on Morris Street in Guelph's Ward 1, and our space is fully accessible. The best way to contact us these days is by email. Get in touch if you'd like information about our events, if you think you'd like to get involved, and we also gratefully accept donations to support our work. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay well.